everyone, welcome to Botany Insider. So in this lecture we'll be discussing about one of the topic from biochemistry unit, and that is about the vitamins. We'll understand about the basics of vitamins कि actual में vitamins होते क्या हैं, और then we'll be understanding about its classification, that on what basis we are classifying the vitamins, and after that we would be solving one previous year question related to the topic that we have discussed. So pay attention to the topics that we discussed today so that you can easily find out the correct answer for the previous year question that we would be discussing. So let's talk about that what vitamins actually are. So if we define the vitamins, so vitamins are the organic nutrients that are required for the proper functioning of a number of biomolecules. These vitamins are not synthesized in the body. That is the reason why they must be supplied through the diet. So first of all, विटामिन्स जो हैं वो एक ऑर्गेनिक न्यूट्रिएंट्स की तरह होते हैं. दैट इज देयर आर टाइप ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक न्यूट्रिएंट्स. नाउ व्हाट आर ऑर्गेनिक न्यूट्रिएंट्स? सो एज इफ यू रिमेंबर अबाउट व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑर्गेनिक एंड इनऑर्गेनिक, वी हैव स्टडीड इन आवर लोअर क्लासेस दैट ऑर्गेनिक मीन्स एनी मॉलिक्यूल दैट इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ CH&O, that is composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Any of these being present in the molecular structure of any of the compound that we are studying, that particular compound is actually given the name of being organic in nature. So vitamins are the organic nutrients that are required for the proper functioning of a number of biomolecules. These vitamins are not synthesized in the body. That's why they must be supplied through the diet. हमारी body vitamins को synthesize नहीं कर सकती. That is the reason why it needs to be supplied through the diet. A vitamin is an organic molecule that is a essential micronutrient which an organism needs in small quantities for the proper functioning of the metabolism. So just we have studied, इसी को यहाँ पर summarized form में लिखा गया है. So now let's understand about the classification of the vitamins. So if we talk about the classification, so the vitamins are divided into two main groups and they are based upon their solubility. Now what is solubility? So solubility means that when we have a solute and we have a solvent. So what is a solute now? Solute means the compound that we are actually trying to mix into. That is the organic molecule that we want to solubilize in our solvent. What is the solvent? So solvent is actually the material, the liquid in which we actually want to solubilize that. So for example, if you want to solubilize sugar into water, so the sugar is actually the solute and the water is the solvent. So this is a simple example to understand about that what is a solute and what is a solvent in order to understand this term, that is solubility. So depending upon the solubility, vitamins are basically of two types. That is, the first one are the ones that are soluble in water. So they are the water soluble vitamins. जो vitamins water के अंदर solubilize हो सकते हैं, mix हो सकते हैं, उन्हें हम water soluble vitamins बोलते हैं. Second one are the fat soluble vitamins. That is, those vitamins that are soluble in fat are actually given the name of fat soluble vitamins. So now let's understand about the water soluble and the fat soluble vitamins one by one. So first we have the water soluble vitamins. So these mainly include the vitamin B complexes, vitamin C and the biotin. Now let's understand about the various complexes which are included in the vitamin B. Vitamin B के अंदर जो सबसे पहला है, that is vitamin B1, and the chemical name for vitamin B1 is thiamine. So thiamine consists of the pyrimidine ring that is attached to the thiazole ring. It helps the body to convert the food into energy and it also aids the function of the brain and the heart. So now what you have to do is you have to understand about the chemical structure जो अभी हम discuss करेंगे. Thiamine के अंदर we have a pyrimidine ring and a thiazole ring attached to it. So now what is a pyrimidine at the first go? हमने pyrimidine के बारे में detailed lecture complete किया है on our channel in which we studied about that what is a pyrimidine, what is its structure, what is its biosynthesis process. So उस complete video को if you watch out, you would be able to understand about pyrimidines, purines and all the other subtopics. I'll put the links of the same in the description box for you to have a better understanding. So first one was the vitamin B1 and the chemical name for the same is the thiamine. The next one is the vitamin B2 and the chemical name for the same is the riboflavin. So it is a yellow compound that is consisting of a isoalloxane ring with a habitol side chain. It works with other vitamins of B complex for a healthy growth and the tissue repair. It also helps in the release of the energy from the carbohydrates. So in the Telegram channel, I have asked you one question, that was breakdown of which of the following leads to the release of energy. So you have to understand one thing, it is not the carbohydrates that gets broken. And what is a carbohydrate in the first go? Carbohydrates are at summation of the carbon, hydrogen and the oxygen. So we have some specific bonds present between these. So if the bond gets broken down, that is the reason why the energy is released. We have learnt about कि bonds के अंदर energy होती है. हमने सबसे पहली वीडियो में बायोकेमिस्ट्री की में bonds के बारे में पढ़ा था, जहाँ पर हमने ये डिस्कस किया था कि हाइड्रोजन bonds बहुत वीक होते हैं और कोवेलेंट bonds आर द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट बॉन्ड. सो वाई दे आर द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट बॉन्ड? क्योंकि उनके बीच में जो एनर्जी होती है वो स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट होती है. सो एनर्जी ज़्यादा होने का मतलब कि अगर कोवलेंट बॉन्ड का ब्रेकेज होगा तो उतनी पर्टिकुलर एनर्जी रिलीज आउट होगी. दैट इज द रीजन वाई ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ द बॉन्ड्स लीड्स टू द एनर्जी. कार्बोहाइड्रेट इज नथिंग विदाउट द बॉन्ड्स. अगर हम हाइड्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन और कार्बन को एज इट इज छोड़ेंगे, दैट वुड नॉट लीड टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अ कार्बोहाइड्रेट. कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स आर एक्चुअली द orientation in which the three molecules are attached to one another and they are bonded to one another by the help of the bonds. So if the bonds get broken, it leads to the release of the energy. So you have to remember about this. So this was about the riboflavin, that is the second vitamin. The next one is the vitamin B3, that is chemical name of which is the niacin. It is a simple derivative of pyrimidine. It helps to release the energy from the carbohydrates and also it plays an important role in the DNA repair and the other cellular responses to the DNA damage. So this was about the vitamin B3. You have to remember about the chemical name. So just write down these lines in your notes and you're good to go for these topics. The next one is about the vitamin B5 and the chemical name for the same is the pentothymic acid. So it is formed from the combination of a pantonic acid and beta alanine. It is the component of acetyl coenzyme A and the acyl carrier protein, that is ACP. This is very important. Make sure you remember about this. Let's go to the next one. The chemical name for the same is the pyridoxine. It is formed from the mixture of three pyridine derivatives which are the pyridoxine, pyridoxal and the pyridoxamine. It is important for forming the RBCs in the breakdown of the proteins and the synthesis of antibodies. This line, that is, it is important in forming RBC. It is very important. So make sure you have a star mark point over here. Then we have the folic acid, which is vitamin B9's chemical name. It also consists of three components, that is the first one is the pyridine ring, then we have the p-amino benzoic acid and the next one is L-glutamic acid. It aids in the production of the RBCs and also in the synthesis of the DNA. B9, that is folic acid, is very important. Question यहाँ से एक बार direct आया है. I'll be bringing a complete previous year question series very soon, so wait for those videos. We'll be covering these questions in those lectures, so just wait for those videos. Then we have vitamin B12, that is chemical name of which is cyanocobalamin, or we can just call it as cobalamin. It is important for the metabolism, for the formation of RBCs and also for the maintenance of the CNS. And what is CNS? That is central nervous system. The next one is the vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid. So it is a 6-carbon sugar derivative. It works as a reducing agent. It is also required in the bone as well as for the wound healing process. It prevents arteriosclerosis and also coronary artery diseases. The next one is about the vitamin H, that is biotin, chemical name of which is biotin. It is a hemidazole derivative and it is a coenzyme for the carboxylase reaction. This is very important, this line is very important, that is जो vitamin H होता है वो एक coenzyme होता है for the carboxylase reactions. So now let's understand about the fat soluble vitamins. So the first one is the vitamin A. Talking about its structure, so vitamin A is a 6-membered ring to which the 11 carbon side chain is attached. It helps to maintain the health of the specialized tissue like the retina, which is present in our eyes. Then it also helps to promote the development of the teeth, the soft and the skeletal tissues. After that we have vitamin D. It regulates the blood calcium and the blood phosphorus levels. It helps to regulate the calcification of the bones, deficiency of which leads to rickets. We have learnt about this in our lower classes, so you must be having a good knowledge about the same. The chemical name for vitamin D is cholecalciferol, so make sure you remember this. The next one is about the vitamin E, whose chemical name is tocopherol. It consists of 8 naturally occurring tocopherols. It protects the cell membranes and the tissues. It promotes the healthy functions of the circulatory systems. The last one is the vitamin K, which plays a very important role in the blood coagulation. It is required for the carboxylation of the glutamic acid, and it also acts as a calcium binding protein in the bones. These are the points that you have to remember for each of the vitamins. Now comes the most important portion, that is which is the chemical, what are their chemical names, the solubility and the deficiency diseases that they cause. Questions many times इस table से फ्रेम हुए हैं एंड इन फ्यूचर भी चांसेस है कि यहाँ से फ्रेम होंगे. सो यू हैव टू गो थ्रू दिस टेबल वेरी नाइसली. इट्स वेरी वेरी ईजी, वेरी बेसिक. यू वुड बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट इन द फर्स्ट गो itself. So the first one is the vitamin A. The chemical name for the which is retinol and it is fat soluble, जैसा अभी हमने डिस्कस किया. Vitamin A, vitamin D, E and K, they all are fat soluble. Chemical name for vitamin A is retinol. Chemical name for vitamin D is cholecalciferol. Vitamin E, it is tocopherol, and for vitamin K, as we have studied that it is not written over here, so you can just note it down from this point. It is named as menaquinones. So if we look at the deficiency diseases that they cause, so vitamin A mainly causes the night blindness and the 2 other diseases. Make sure you make a note of these diseases. For vitamin D, it causes rickets, जो हमने छोटी क्लासेस में बहुत बार पढ़ा है, and in addition it also causes osteomalacia. Vitamin E causes the hemolytic anemia in infants, and vitamin K causes this vitamin diathesis. So this was about the fat soluble vitamins. Talking about the water soluble vitamins, so we have vitamin B1, B2, B3, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 12. You have to remember about their chemical names. Question यहाँ से frame हुए हैं, and just go through the diseases that they cause. Vitamin B1 causes beriberi, very important. Vitamin B2 causes angular stomatitis. Vitamin B3 causes plaguera. Vitamin 5 causes these diseases. Just go through these diseases and you would be able to remember about their names. Just make a note of these vitamins and their deficiency diseases and also their chemical names, because it's very important and you would be able to remember about them very easily. Just go through them 2-3 times and you would be able to remember them. Talking about the vitamin C, it causes scurvy. ये हमने छोटी क्लास में बहुत बार पढ़ा है, so it's not very difficult. You can see, just make some mnemonics, and I'll also try to make some mnemonics for the same and upload it for you all. So just wait and so just give me some time for making those mnemonics. Talking about the most important thing, that is which vitamin helps to transfer what. यहाँ से exact direct question आया है, हम exact same question अभी discuss करेंगे. So make a note of this. Talking about vitamin A, the chemical name of which is the thiamine, and it helps in the transfer of TPP, and it helps in mainly the decarboxylation process. Then we have vitamin B2, it helps in the FAD electron transfer. Then we have the vitamin B3, which helps in the NADH plus transfer. Then we have vitamin B5, which helps in the CoA, coenzyme A, that is the acyl group transfer. Then we have the vitamin B6, it helps in pyrophosphate, that is amino group transfer. Next we have vitamin 7, Then we have vitamin B7. It helps in the biocytic, that is carboxylase. It acts as a carboxylase, or it helps in the transfer of the carboxylase. Then we have vitamin 9. It helps in the THF1C transfer. So what is THF? You have to search and tell me in the comment sections, and in the next subsequent video I'll tell you the correct answer. The last one is about the vitamin B12. It helps in the intramolecular rearrangement. This table is very, very important. You have to remember about this table. So let's just quickly solve the question which have been asked previously. So the question is a part C question, that is, it is a 4 marker, and the question says that match the coenzymes in the column A serving as the transient carrier of the specific atoms or the functional group in the column B. In the column A we have the transient carriers, and in the column B we have the functional groups. So why I asked you to remember about this? So you can see FAD is a electron carrier, NAD is a H plus carrier. This is what is asked in the question. So you can see coenzyme A matches with the acyl groups. Why? We have just discussed that coenzyme A helps in the transfer of the acyl groups. So A matches with the fourth option. Then we have the flavin adenine dinucleotide, that is FAD, as we have discussed. It helps in the electron transfer. So just match it with the same. So B matches with the third option. Because it is not written electron over here, we have to match it with the hydrogen atoms. So B matches with the third option. And we have the pyridoxal phosphate. So C matches with the second option. So C matches with the amino, that is the second option. And the fourth one is the thymine pyrophosphate, that is TPP. It matches with the first one, that is the aldehyde group, as we have just discussed about each one of them. So just match all the 4 options that we have matched with the options given. So we can find out that A is the correct answer for this particular question. This question is very, very easy. All you have to remember is about the few points related to the same. So with this, we're done with the complete topic of vitamins. And if you have not joined me on the Telegram channel, do join me on Telegram channel. Just search Botany Insider over there and you'll be able to search the channel. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please do like, share it with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming up very soon with more informative videos as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.